All right. Hey guys, welcome to another death mark. It's a little bit dark right now, so let me just turn on the lights a little bit. All right. Is this better? I think it is. Anyway, welcome back to another chapter of our Death Mark series. Oh. I also adjusted a little some of the little stuff on the tuber. You're gonna see less of me smiling because he's gonna be like, "Good morning, brothers in. Good morning." Yeah, we just to keep you up to speed, brothers in. I finished chapter 2. The big guy, Shimio. He's done now. So it's gonna be chapter 3. And also shout out to I got a new subscription and just wanted to shout out because, thank you. Brooklyn Mans, thank you for or Ashen. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. But yeah, let's continue on, shall we? I believe that it was this one. And I forgot. This is just the time. And this is the actual, like, this is the time currently. The PC time. And this one is the play time. So I've been playing it for, like, 7 hours. I wasn't playing it for, like, 23 hours. Like I thought for last time. But hey. This is just the aftermath. It's still chapter 2 technically, but just defeated Shimio. So yeah. After defeating Shimio, we're just back at the mansion. We were talking about how Christy still hasn't gotten her mark off yet. But Sho Nagashima, as well as Satoru Mashita, already has their marks removed. It's gonna update probably next chapter. But yeah. Oh, the death count is doubled. Yes, unfortunately, the death count has doubled. It's probably gonna happen again next time, but we'll see. But yeah, for now, let's go and exit.
It's nearly dawn. I better get some rest.
We have saved four people, right? Yes, we have. So basically, we've saved Moe Watanabe in chapter 1, as well as Tsukasa Yoshida in chapter 1. Satoru Mashita, he stayed for chapter 1 and then said after chapter 2 that he's gonna leave. And then Sho Nagashima. So that makes it 4. The 5th one is yes. Chapter 2, Shimio. And there you go. It's ended now. Excuse me.
It's been 3 days since Shimio's defeat. Mashita and Sho have left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. We've not had any new marked bearers arrive, nor any new info on any spirits. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer.
Good work, Lady Christie and Lord Mickey. Did you obtain any clues?
No, nothing really.
We have saved 4 people from the Markiplier. Yes, we have. We have. I kind of feel guilty for calling them the Markiplier, but then again, it does kind of spread, so it's. But you could also call it like the Darkiplier because Markiplier doesn't do bad stuff. Whatever.
I'd hoped, but
I see. Lady Sai's study seemed optimal to contain something of interest.
Christy and I just finished investigating Sayakujo's study. It had been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless. Except, it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit. Nothing mentioned the mark at all.
Hey, Mr. McGee, don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion?
You have any other ideas then?
Well, remember what I said about H Shrine?
I forgot.
What? You lost that memory? It's in the forest by H Castle. I was thinking, maybe the shrine is connected to all this spirit stuff. That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of H Shrine.
Then you think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath?
It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there a value in looking into it?
Maybe.
Exactly what I'd expect from you. Always quick on the uptake. Charlie? Why is it Charlie?
Christy is brimming with confidence. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. She's a famous reporter after all, so maybe this is what she's really like.
So, Mary, I'd like to go see H Shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is H Shrine, there may be some clues there.
But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers.
In that case, could you bring me along with you to H Shrine? I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well.
You know that shrine?
Yes, in truth, it enshrines the guardian deity of the Kujo family. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. As one who serves the Kujos, I'm concerned about its present state.
Then, bringing you along with me, I have to carry you, don't I?
As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I'm sorry to inconvenience you.
An overgrown forest at the dead of night. I'm not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine.
You look worn out and we haven't left. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits.
That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, let's go back to the forest.
Don't you guys think that Mary's not that heavy? That's what I think, because doll and yeah, she's a doll, so she won't be that heavy. Alrighty. Oh, I thought Mary could be a partner, but not at all. I see. No, nothing in the inventory. I thought Mary could be like an inventory thing. Is something the matter? Are you not heading to H Shrine? Yeah. And we are now in chapter 3. It's gonna say here that we're in chapter 3. There you go. I'm so bloated. I mean, she just sits all day long. Well, the reason for that is she can't use her legs. But then again, it is kind of suspicious that she can move her arms and head, but not her legs.
Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank goodness she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine.
By the way, Mr. McGee, have you read the files over there?
She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage.
Oh, really?
Christy grabs a file and flips through the pages.
Looks like articles in various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in each city in the surrounding area. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity?
Any event look related to the mark?
No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago.
She puts the file back.
Alright, should we head out soon? Yes, of course.
I park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my own arms.
Oh.
We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go.
A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. What? I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble.
Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them.
I have not been outside in a long time. And to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman, this is a very precious experience. Okay, contaminated retreat to visitor. I'm sorry. Removed. Thank you. Thank you for visiting. Come again, and not as a bot this time, please. Thank you.
She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but... she actually having fun?
Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. I can see why it was given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. Yeah. So is this going to be the start? Because I don't want to... Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of concerning. Still, though, I'm still gonna stream. I'm just gonna remove the bots of the bots, you know? Remove the bots out of the bots. Also, I gotta do something. Just give me like 5 or 10 minutes because it's a urgent errand, so to speak. So I'll be right back. All right. Everything's a-okay now. Also, that was like a string. The removed part are like a string of messages from a bot. You cannot believe it. But yeah, let's continue, shall we?
We reached the old Tory gate with no trouble.
And I also hope that you're having a great day, Tuzin.
We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping.
It is most likely because Shimi-O is not now gone. Each shrine is up those stone steps.
In Mary's direction, we walk toward the gate. Small black shadow flits across our feet. It's that rabbit again.
So this is the rabbit that you told me about, Lord Mickey. You're correct. It is very cute.
The rabbit stares up at the two of us, then disappears through its shrine.
What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul.
So its spirit too.
Indeed, though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. We know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution.
We followed the rabbit under the Torii gate and up the stone steps. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this a shrine?
Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. That black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't stay here long. Yes. And I really do hope there's no ghost hanging around. Which there aren't. That's very good. I'm very happy that there aren't any. But yeah, why don't we save a little bit right now? And then inspect. Alright. I'm pretty sure that this should be the last one. So,
Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground.
creepy. I wonder what happened here. Yeah, same. Same. What about this?
There's a sacred Shimenawa rope on a ragged boulder.
I wonder if that boulder is in the Iwakura?
What's that?
According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. Interesting. Some yokai coming at you in that forest. I guess you could say that the Shimio was the yokai. I don't know. I believe that spirit and yokai are kind of interchangeable. But that's just me. I'm not entirely sure about that.
It's a wooden shrine altar. The clouded old mirror serves as the Goshintai.
It looks like it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time.
I peek inside the altar just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust.
The Goshintai is all outside and the altar's empty. That's concerning.
I don't think there's any more we can search.
Buddhist statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was much the same, but in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddhist statues from shrine and desecrated them. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened? No, it was done in the public space as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kucho family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from each city were buried here.
Strange. You said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin.
You have a keen eye, Lord Mickey. The shrine was subsequently dug up, and the statues were stolen.
They came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues? Who would do something like that?
That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war. So the statues were broken, thrown away, then dug up. Say the Buddha is a wealth of patience, that even he'd get angry.
Could that anger have turned to divine wrath, giving birth to the Markan spirits? Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever?
About that, this land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest swallows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it.
Too much background noise, right?
Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint. I'm sure that the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest.
So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew.
Forgive me, I wasn't able to. You don't have to apologize, Mary. You learned plenty of value here.
What do you mean?
I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the heck out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. Probably. Anyway, time to go back, as she said. Hopefully, it's not that, scary. This time around, no jump scares anymore.
We leave each shrine, walking down the beast trail toward the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tail bite. For some reason, I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. Begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. Anxiety feel lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth.
Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me.
Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice.
I believe Shimio was right. A shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree?
I wonder. It feels like we don't have enough info at this point to say one way or the other. But there's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around. It couldn't just be coincidence, could it?
If we search the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think?
You might be right. Her replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for. If she falls silent, an awkward, uncomfortable silence settles.
Lord McKee, please stop the car.
Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it?
I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by.
Following Mary's request, we park in a vacant rest stop in the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car.
Ooh. There's veins.
The mark suddenly scalded. Something nearby. Look, someone's over there.
Okay.
A small girl steps out of the telephone box. There's a kid outside at this time of the night.
Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Ita. I got to talk with Hanayomi.
Yeah, glad to hear it.
Oh.
A rather round young man appears stepping out of the shadows. You got your question answered, Suzu?
Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayomi sure is amazing, though. He knows where everything is.
You got that right. Help me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped.
What's Love and Hero?
What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard.
TV's restricted at home. Mom says it's drawn to your brain. Oh, Ita. Is the bus coming soon?
Oh, the last bus is on its way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out we went out.
Yeah.
We watched from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine the relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Christy, what do you think? I turn, but Christy isn't there.
Hey, you there. Just how do you know that girl?
Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Oh, there goes Christy, hounding the poor guy. Just calm down. I try to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed.
Hey, lady, don't be mean to Ita.
The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. Seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her.
I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayomi, so I had him come with me.
Who's this Hanayomi you keep mentioning?
It goes to helps find things. People say that you can talk to her from this telephone box. Ghost, huh?
She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier, the mark was hurting, so maybe...
You guys look serious, huh? What's going on?
He nervously glances between us. Does this girl look familiar at all? I show them the mark on my right arm.
Hey, hold on. What is this? That looks exactly like mine.
He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand.
It's this cursed car, yeah? I saw an article in it in Oop Arts Monthly. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you. But that's nonsense. It's not all true, right? Right?
Sounds like he'd heard the rumors but chose not to do anything about it. It's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable.
I got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier.
Pulling up her sleeve, she shows her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayomi, that's more than a coincidence.
Well, I can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion.
We told them what's going on and asked them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. Surprisingly, it doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. Before they climb in, we warned Mary to stay quiet until we get back. It might be a bad idea to freak them out.
Yeah, especially driving. Oh. So yokai is a broad Japanese term for supernatural beings, spirits, and mysterious phenomena encompassing monsters, gods, ghosts, and other strange occurrences that interact with the human world. Well, there you go. It is kind of like a spirit, but kind of like a malignant spirit, so they call it a monstrous spirit right over here in the Death Mark. I believe that it was Mary who said, like, monstrous spirit. Or was it the narration of the Kazuo with a K? But yeah, it is, technically, yeah, yokai. So it's like a broad term. Yeah, you're right, you're right. So all of the supernatural stuff are gonna be called yokai. The what do you call it? The onryo, the inugami, the cats. Yeah, Totoro. Yeah, those are all yokai, right? Yeah.
First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Eita Nakamatsu. The girl is Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the reader's column in the Arts Monthly. Suzu mentioned she was interested in Hanayome, and Eita told her what he knew. He then pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school. She needs permission to go out, but she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed.
Hanayomi's just as famous as at my school as Hanaita is. Hey, Eita, please tell him about those rumors.
Do I have to? Okay, fine. Eita reluctantly tells us it's Suzu's request.
They're just rumors I read, but... Okay, it's a bride.
Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H City? There's a ghost that looks like a bride. She'll find out what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it.
The term is also means no, all yokais are not exactly evil. Yeah, just like Mary. She's technically a yokai because she's like possessing a doll, isn't she? And also the bunny hasn't actually tried harming us. In fact, I think so far the bunny's helped us. Like led us to the ghosts.
One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone, but all he could hear was this weird smacking noise.
Smacking noise, like... Okay, I'm done with making weird sounds. Sorry.
He stayed on the line until... Did you see it?
Did you see it? It's like Nuke's top 10.
Did you see it? A woman with ghost horns and blah blah blah.
I like watching Nukes when I'm bored. Anyway,
He heard a woman's whispers.
so he did what the rumor said to do and said,
No, I haven't seen it.
that she said,
What do you want to see?
his cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was.
And he looked to where the woman was. Who it said it really was there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me?
man. Well, that's you, brothers, and that's you. But for the others, I don't know. People have like gag reflex act up when they hear someone, making weird sounds. Like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. It's kind of mean. But you know what? Just this once. I'm kidding. If anyone was like affected by that, I'm so sorry. I do apologize for doing that. But I'm not gonna do it again. So, At least in this stream.
There. I carry Mary from the car and gently place her back on the sofa.
ありがとうございます。
Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I'm here. The doll really talked.
Can't say I expected that. But does that mean all that stuff about the mark is true? On the way over, we updated Suzu and Eita with just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Eita in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors.
Ah, an otaku. I see, I see. And whoever this spirit is a pretty big fan of it. I think Eita, and Mo would get along nicely, although maybe not, because it might just be the character. He might like the voice actress of this character, and he really likes this character in the anime, but not exactly like occult stuff, you know. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe he might not like meld with might not jam with Moe, and instead it could be Shaw. I never know.
Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously.
Namu.
Suzu snuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. Pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome.
Pardon me, but may I speak? The marks on Suzu and Eita. They are likely from Hanayome, Lady Christie. The feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs, so we can assume Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I stepped in the phone box on Teen Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere. Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box at that area is also in the rumors of Hanayome. But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. What are you talking about? It is not for children to know. Maybe because of the scandal. Fine.
So there are other phone boxes like that?
I think there are 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one we went to in the A highway parking lot is one, and one at Teen Mountain Rest area. That's the one Miss Christie went to, and Eita. Where's the last one?
At the park by the apartment complex. It's the only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? Oh, why just those 3 locations? You know, the BBS I read didn't say.
Mister? You really think Hanayomi's the one who gave us the marks?
Not sure yet.
Really? But the rumors about Hanayomi go back 5 years. No one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you got a mark. Maybe someone's empowering the spirits. And then they got the mark. Kind of like a yokai association or something, right? Like a yokai, like a super powerful spirit, which is probably the one that gave the protagonist Kazuo with the Q the mark. They were the ones who came into town saying, "I can make all of y'all. I can make all of y'all powerful." And then the top spirit did make them all powerful. And then after that, they were the ones giving off death marks to other people. But the top yokai is also giving death marks to other people, which is probably the death mark that we have. The one in Kazuo. Well, that's just my theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. I'm kidding. Anyway,
Suzu's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently.
so you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark?
If that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say, seeing as I don't know anything about spirits.
Ghosts helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange.
Definitely the definition of ghost story.
Man, if what was that again? I was saying Hanahiko, but it's not Hanahiko. Hanahiko is the kid. Hanayome? Yeah, maybe Hanayome was a good kind. Was a benevolent yokai. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe Hanayome. I keep saying Hanahiko. Yeah, maybe Hanayome is a benevolent spirit, and then she just didn't have like a choice in the matter, and was forced to give death marks to all other people. You never know. But yeah, at this point, she's definitely malevolent spirit, so gotta exercise that. Hey, Mr. McGee, if those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives.
Search for the Buddhist statues. If Christie's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit.
Mary, what do you think? A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, crystals. There are many examples. Historical statues of gods and Buddhas will certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea.
So says the dawn before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddhist statues could bring down divine wrath.
Lord McKee, may I add? As I explained previously, your mark is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seem to weaken your mark's power.
It's been several days since she told me that I was going to die. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say?
I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is, but it's true. It is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well.
Can't really picture Christy and Ada facing off against a spirit by themselves. If they failed, the child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. No turning back. I'll figure something out.
Thank you.
Mary bows her head slightly.
Every time there's a squeak is Mary moving her body. Now you should begin investigating Hanayome. Why did she only call from 3 public phones within each city? Her secret may lie in the answer. You visited the parking lot
よろしくお
already.
願いいたします。
Please investigate T Mountain in the park by T apartment complex. Aw, thank you, Brother Sid, for letting them know. But yeah, if you guys like the stream so far, please give it a like. Don't worry, it helps a lot. And also, it kind of like, you know, it motivates me a lot more seeing like a lot of likes on the YouTube. But you, as I said, no pressure. Don't you worry about that. All right. Uh, I might go with Christy. Cause hey, why would I bring a kid? You know? Bag. Anything in the bag? No, nothing. All right, time to save. Please wait while I take a look at something. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. I was taking a look at something, which is, well, someone was pestering me about something, and I had to like reply. Wait, pastor seems like you're really like has a negative connotation. Messaging me about something, like, like a friend of mine was asking a question that only apparently only I had the capacity to answer, which is like, dude, what if I bought Game Pass right now? And I was like, dude, come on. I'm just. Also, they don't know. They don't know that I'm playing, that I'm streaming. Okay, so keep it a secret. Shh. Love you. Anyway, let's go on ahead and go to T Mountain and the park. Yeah, the rest area. I think that's it. Right? Well, either way.
The phone... The phone booth stands solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. I can hear a dog howl from nearby.
That's not a howl. That's a bark.
It almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it.
It should have been like, ow. Christy
didn't seem bothered by it. He's completely focused on the phone box.
Must have gotten by Mark from Hanayome back then. But I was completely oblivious. I wasn't exactly in the right state of mind.
Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting inside doesn't count.
Probably not. It only rang after I'd stepped in it.
But the booth is too small for two people. Either I or Christy will have to go in.
You aren't thinking I'll do it, are you? Dangerous jobs are best left to men.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to go in.
Why are you forcing me? Aren't you the one who has a connection with Hanayome? Why are you making me do it? Well, she already has the mark, probably, I guess. Yeah, it definitely is a little frustrating if someone messages you while you're doing something important, right? Well, it kind of like messes with the flow a little bit. The flow of the stream, the flow of the mind, you know, whenever like someone is in a flow state, someone breaks it, it's kind of like, whoa, I was in there, why'd you take me out, or something like that, you know? Kind of like if someone was playing like a stressful game, and then you were playing on the couch with a friend, and then that friend steps in front of the TV between you and the TV, and you can't and you're trying to like move your head. It's kind of like that, and then you die, and then you're mad at your friend. Why'd you have to go there? Why'd you have to move? There's a different. I'm gonna I'm calm. Anyway,
It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. Clouded gas makes it hard to see the outside. That just makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glanced around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window.
help our investigation. On the night of February 8th, 1990X, an assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any info on this case, please notify H Police Department.
This is dated 5 years ago. Looks like something terrible happened here.
Ooh. You know what I think? I think that is about Hanayomi. That was about Hanayomi. Yeah. Good.
The phone begins to ring.
Can I save? No. I can't save scum in here. Darn it.
I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one's speaking. What's going on?
Okay, can you, like, chew a little less noisy? I have a feeling that it's not that good.
Crunching, smacking, like the sound of saliva someone chews.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You shouldn't be doing that.
Did you see it? Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayomi? Did you see it? She asks a second time. The rumors mentioned it, but I should say.
I haven't seen it.
Very seriously, I say, I haven't seen it.
What do you want to see? What do I want to see? Come here! I'm kidding. I'm sorry for the jump scare. I guess it's just my way of paying back all the jump scares that I've had to endure. But then again, you guys don't deserve it. I'm very sorry.
It's going exactly as the rumors said. Hanayomi is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christy told me to ask about the Buddhist statues that were stolen from H Shrine. I'll give it a try.
Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me. 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 Tell me.
The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dully, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. She did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again.
Okay, so basically, Hanayomi is kind of scared, isn't she, of the one who gave the mark on us. You know, that's what I think. Another theory. Yeah, I've said it. I've said it one time. I'm not gonna say it again.
As soon as I leave the booth, Christy comes up to me.
You don't look well. What happened?
Tell Christy about my conversation with Hanayomi.
What? That's not in the rumors.
Christy's brow furrows in confusion.
Do we go check out the other phone box for now? Maybe there's a clue there. You can also see if you can ask again.
There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by T Apartments in the other direction. You'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary for what she knows since it's on the way.
New info was added to the spirit file, the second phone box. Is there anything that I can examine here? No? Darn it. Alright, well... let's go back to Shimio. Okay, that was done. What about the next one? What about Hanayomi? With the end of the 90s, online infrastructure has advanced the popularity of a certain widely used BBS. Can someone say what BBS mean? I'm pretty sure it's like, a booth to BBS. What's BBS mean? I'm really, okay, it says here, I just made like a little, check, a little search around for the Wikipedia. It says a bulletin board system allows users to connect to the system using a terminal program. Oh. Alright, so basically this connects to the terminal. It says, operator, can you connect me to this guy and that guy? Yeah, it's definitely helps. Hanayomi is an urban legend that sprung up from that BBS. It goes as follows. Certain telephone booths in each city will let you talk to ghosts. If you go inside one and wait, the phone will suddenly ring. So, this is kind of like a stereotype kind of ghost, isn't it? But then again, there are a lot of stereotypes about ghosts. Anyway, pick it up and you'll hear a strange lip-smacking noise. Sorry for the ASMR. A woman will ask, have you seen it? Rumors say you're supposed to reply with, I haven't seen it. She'll respond with, what do you want to see? Someone actually followed the instructions and was able to find a missing pet. What a strange tale. A lot of people are interested in this ghost, wanting to find things for people who become lost, but not a single one has ever mentioned getting a mark from her. But the circumstances seem to imply the spirit gave the mark to Ita and Suzu. Plus, why is the spirit called a bride? If she appears as a bride, then someone must have seen her. 3 phone boxes in each city will let you speak with a ghost. I'm sorry, Zed. I'm sorry, brother Zed. I'm sorry, audience. I know that some of you have like this avoidance tendency to avoid like lip smacking. It's kind of ill for some people. You meant it well. I'm glad. I mean, it's good, but still, it's a bodily noise. So it's kind of awkward. Anyway, hope you guys are having fun. One seems to be the one Ita and Suzu used. It shouldn't take long to reach the other 2 by car. I'm concerned about the statues stolen from each shrine too. If Hanayomi really can tell us where they are, that would save us a lot of time. There's only one way to find out. In the booth is a poster looking for info on a crime that happened nearby. The phone rings while I'm distracted. Just like the rumors, when I pick up, a woman answers, smacking her lips. but he can't get info on the statues from her. For some reason, she's behaving different from what we were told to expect. There's one more telephone booth. We better check it out too. Okay, so basically, Hanayomi just blew us off. I was like, hey, can you tell me where the Buddha statue is? And she was like, no, find it yourself. You already have a Buddha on your arm, right? I don't know where I'm going with that, but hey, since it is chapter 3, Satoru and Sho should already have like their marks, their aftermaths. There you go. Aftermath survived, and Aftermath survived. Which leaves us with these 3 people now. Yes. These 4, though, they're perfectly safe and living normal lives. Yeah. Go ahead and go ahead and save now. And go back to the mansion. And probably I'm gonna switch to Eita. That's definitely a weird noise. Anyway, talk with Mary.
I tell Mary what happened at the phone box.
お疲れ様です。
You say Hanayomi acted strangely. You call the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can.
Okay, that's not helpful. I gotta say, that's not really helpful. But yeah, here it is. Here we are, right over in the small park, in the phone booth, in T something. Honestly, this would definitely be welcoming. But then again, it is night. And as well as, it's in a park. So, you are in a park at night, which is definitely increases the scary meter way up. And then there's a phone booth right here that's lit up, which is to say that this is a safe haven. But what if the light is not, you're not supposed to be in the light? You get me? And then all these lights are just spectators. They're not gonna do anything. They're just gonna watch you. Of course, this gonna be like, oh my goodness, I don't.
I see a small park tucked between all the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep.
I'm pretty sure that's the phone booth from the Hanayomi phone rumors. Man, parks are kind of eerie when there are no kids around.
I don't think they should be saying it like that, Eita. But then again, you were the one who was like, who escorted the kid to the phone booth, so.
Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayomi hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratched my hand.
Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it.
Huh? Adhere to the gossip.
Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip. In other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Eita, go back to the car. There's something I want to try. But it might end up backfiring on me.
Okay, make sure you come back. I can't drive, so... Alright, wait a sec.
Eita puffs out his chest and holds his index finger up.
I've got some good info from the BBS. I guess Hanayomi has this weird fixation on eyes. If something goes wrong, just remember that.
Huh? So what are you telling me to do?
I'm not really sure either. Anyway, just avoid saying I and things like that.
Don't talk about myself.
No, I mean I. EYE is in eyeball. Oh, and just in case, don't mention words that have the sound either.
There's a limit to unreliability. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay, so defy the rumors. So basically, just do whatever the rumors don't say.
Kaito returns to the car. Step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth too, just like the one at the rest area. This looks like it's been here for a few years.
Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police. MPD. Metropolitan Police Department. That's what I think that it means.
February 8th, 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence?
I think not.
The phone rings. Grab the receiver and slowly pick it up.
Okay, there's the sound again. What did it say again? The red thing? And don't adhere to the gossip, defy it. Icy cold voice speaks. Did you see it? And then don't say, he said, Ata was saying, don't say I, the eyeball, EYE, and don't say the same thing, the same word. So, I, as in me, and I, as in the body part, I think I should say it.
I saw it.
You saw that thing of me. What?
The voice cuts up. Something outside collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it.
There's another one. Another one. Aw, darn it. Alright, whatever. Live or die. Live or die.
Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes or eyeglasses? A telescope?
My own eyes. Okay, well, what do you want me to do?
You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green?
I think it was red. Again?
Suddenly the phone goes dead. Someone knocks on the glass door.
どうか
Something-
しましたか？
Is that a stranger passing by? I guess they're wondering what's going on with me. It's a relief to hear a normal person's voice. Yeah, sorry, it's nothing really. As I'm turning around, I feel the door of the booth suddenly fly open. Two dark shadowy arms are the last things my eyes see. The image burned into my retinas.
Well, that's another one on the death counter. Number 13. Darn it. Well, he said not to say I, but I said I. Wasn't that supposed to be the thing? Ugh, whatever. Alright. It said defy the rumors. I saw it. But you know what? You know what? Let's try it out. Let's try it out. A telescope. Oh, I see, I see.
It sounds like something searching around inside the phone box.
You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green.
I'm gonna say it's not beautiful, so green, most likely. Is it safe? Am I? Darn it!
You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams, romance, love? Which do you choose?
Oh, love, I. Okay. Pink is like, I don't know, but green is like, okay. I don't know the Japanese words of these. Darn. All right. Well. It's great. Romance is great. What about that? There you go. There you go. Finally. Oh, my, with the I, my dreams. Maybe green. Ew. And then it was like, maybe pink. Maybe. Most likely. I think it was red. Okay. So. Telescope. Okay, so defy the phone booth, the first one, and then try not to say I or anything that sounds like I. Darn. Okay. That was good. I survived. Yeah.
The phone goes dead. The next thing I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence.
Oh, but I wasn't able to ask the question.
The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answers. Overly conscious of her being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. I exit the booth and Ata rushes up to me.
Did something happen? My Mark hurt all of a sudden.
I tell Ada about what happened in the telephone booth.
Hey, beats me.
Guess there's no way he'd have the answer.
Oh, hey, something's going on the ground there.
Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. It looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went to the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it.
To Seiko. I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take up your quiet rest up in heaven. Aww. Might be a daughter, might be the girl, might be the father, or like... It's definitely like someone close.
Incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I ask Ada what they think.
I don't know.
I don't think he's considering it seriously.
Anyway, we've visited all 3 boxes now. When I head back, I bet Suzu's worried about us.
Yeah. We should probably head back for now.
New info was added to the spirit file. A 3rd phone box. Okay. So I can't examine, I can't go in there again. Of course, I don't have anything in my bag, do I? Yeah, not even a note. Wow, okay, so this is really different from Hanahiko and Shimio. Hanahiko was like really tame, and then Shimio was like all in on the deaths and the scares, and then Hanayome is like, okay, this is just detect. There's no room for any violence whatsoever, which is kind of good. It's kind of like a fresh air, breath of fresh air. Oh, welcome back.
Christie's there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases.
How did the investigation go?
Okay, I guess.
Ata and I tell Christy what we discovered.
I see.
I can see Christy's mind working.
Hey, Mr. McGee, you know those posters in that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanyomi? You might have seen someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then
She glances over at the files.
the dates are 5 years ago, right? There might be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Suzu to help out too. Go get a move on.
All four of us begin reading through files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in each city, but they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while,
I might have found it.
it's from 5 years.
It's from 5 years ago in February. The victim's name is Seiko.
Ata lays the file out on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently, she committed the blank in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. She was in her dress when she was found.
Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Ada. But I want to know more about Hanayomi. I feel like I need to do this.
He's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, he's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age.
I remember. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor.
Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then, do you know the whole story?
It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, but it wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune.
Ata somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found.
It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if they didn't pay out. Harity gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives.
Is that true, Christy?
Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Seiko had a mental breakdown. And in the end, she'd been a serious, honest woman. She just couldn't bear it. Ugh. Darn.
Cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We all fall silent as that reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale.
Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayomi's phone boxes? According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. He was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. He was found wandering near the parking lot by a highway.
Phone booths connect Hanayomi and Seiko Hasegawa. Coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. That note we found by the telephone booth. Did Seiko's fiancé write it?
Most likely. What's strange is it was there and not where she committed unalivement. Did Hanayomi put it there? Maybe she was telling us something.
I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us.
I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. The poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well.
Where's the fiancé now?
Well, began acting strange due to the shock and went missing. Some say it's the following.
But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all the culprits went missing too.
You hear about that online too?
Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs.
Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms?
Everyone was talking about it in the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things like taking pictures and all that.
And I bet those were pictures of the assault.
Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those jerks got a camera out.
Monsters. I'm gonna say monsters from here.
Took pictures of her, face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look. Don't look."
Don't look. Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others.
Kept going on about it night after night until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know?
Suddenly, a line from the note pops into my head.
I'll dispel all of your heartache.
Hey Christy, do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko got hung?
I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location, but that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go?
Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayome.
Okay. Thought I'd much prefer to stay here.
New info was added to the spirit file. Alright. Going to the forest, but of course, got a partner, which is going to be Christy.
まったく
Why would I part with a kid?
そんな
So no, and she said like that's it would be crazy to bring a kid along to a dangerous situation, so I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do it, never. Darn it. Anyway, to the forest. To the forest we go. Forest we go.
This is more awkward than I thought. Being out all alone with someone who, until recently, was planning to end it all.
You have something you want to say?
She noticed right away. Was I being that obvious? No, not really.
It's fine. You don't have to hide it. You're wondering if I still want to kill myself, aren't you?
Is this a woman's intuition? No, maybe it's just crap at hiding things.
Don't worry, I don't anymore. People hate it when things are forced on them, right? Doesn't matter what it is.
I can trust you, right?
Yes. At least for now.
Here's hoping she keeps feeling the same, at least while we're together. Just then, the tires hit a bump in the road. I can see a square gray object in the back seat through the rear view mirror. Is that thing back there yours?
No, that's Ata CD radio cassette player.
Oh, why something like that?
Said we might need music during the drive, then went and put it in there himself. But we don't have any CDs or tapes. Should I turn on the radio?
No, I'll pass. The conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent for a while, Christy finally speaks up again. It only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction.
One Direction, baby! Anyway, it's rather worrisome, don't you think? After all this time, they don't know.
It doesn't know what.
Those two. You think that spirit just helps you find things. What a naive fairy tale.
Yeah. Christy is exactly right. You quickly become disillusioned once you finally face a spirit. Thinking about it. Wouldn't that be the best? Christy looks at me in shock.
Wait, what are you saying?
I just mean,
Our lives are on the line here. Would you stop joking around?
I'm sorry. She's furious at me. But it looks like she was telling the truth about not wanting to die. She's got too much pride. Someone like Dad would never commit it.
What's so funny?
Nothing. Will we make it back again? Stare at the headlights and contemplate where we're going.
I'll be honest though, I don't think that this should be like a common place for a lot of people to do to like make what is this? But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think that it should be like common for game developers to make a horror game and then use this theme of self unalignment as a as a narrative tool, because it's kind of like concerning. Like we're getting for some reason I fear in the future we slowly get desensitized to stuff like that and not take it seriously enough, which is really bad, honestly. Hello, 45DA080. Don't take a look at what video? I'm pretty sure that I have like some filters in that doesn't that doesn't allow links, but which is why I'm like super happy. So yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're a bot, but I'm gonna have to remove it for now because I don't know you. I don't know you. That was a King of the Hill reference, by the way. Can't believe we're here again. At least I can feel better knowing he's not around anymore.
I almost remind her about Hanayome, but I stopped myself from opening my mouth. I don't want to break her tenuous calm. Okay, it's supposed to be west of the gate. Look to the west of the gate again. There's no sign of a trail.
Strange, maybe I'm remembering wrong. When I came here searching in the article, there was a path to the west.
Huh? Suddenly, Christie's face stiffens. What's wrong?
I feel cold all of a sudden. Whoa. Full Metal Alchemist.
I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. A dog? It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs, but it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles, its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something?
You're being too gentle with it. You need to sound firm when you talk to a dog. Act like its master. Weaker dogs like to bark, right? So ignore it and stay quiet.
So ignore it and stay quiet. I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
That is definitely eerie.
The dog barks loudly and vanishes into the western underbush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there.
Was it trying to guide us?
Maybe.
Well, take a look.
Shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. Now familiar pain shoots through my wrist.
The mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left. We're on the right track.
There's probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there.
New info. Investigating the forest again. Alright, let's go ahead and save right now. And, just like, as a, before we start, I'm gonna have to go for a bit. Give me like 10 minutes. Just the nature calls and all that stuff. Hydrating myself as well. But yeah, 10 minutes. I'll be back. I promise. Alright, I am back. And yo, look at this video. Okay, I'm not gonna look at that video, but thank you for the comment, Mr. Bot. Bye bye. Anyway, where were we? Right. Time to save right over here. And we're going to we're going into the unknown.
The doggone. I push my way into the underbrush. Spot the traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate.
That's right. I remember now. This is the path I took before. The dog. Was it trying to show this to us?
Who knows? Anyway, let's get going.
Alright. Nothing in here. I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. What is... Please, goodness me, don't let this be another jump scare. I really hate the trees. Don't let this be a jump scare, please.
There's something in the grass at the foot of the tree. It's a wad of paper. Push the grass aside and pick it up.
Ah, it's just so it's just a talisman. Wow, okay. I got freaked out by a talisman just because it was in the woods. In the forest. Where something can grab me from all sides. You know? Oh my... Very interesting. But you know what? I'm going to save now. And I'm going to look here. Fill it up.
Blades of grass. Instant. I've hit the switch before I realize the red light appears. Suddenly, that means the flash can be used.
It must still have battery left. Not that we're going to take any pictures with it.
You're right. Turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. It's wise not to mention the dried blood that's stuck to the bottom of it.
To see is to perceive light.
The distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light is reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome?
Around the tree covered in photos. Okay, you know what? Every time that there's a camera, I get the dreadful feeling. I get the dreadful feeling that it's going to be like take a picture of the ghost while it's chasing at me, which is definitely like fatal frame stuff, which is honestly horrifying.
Shine the light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd.
Oh? What is that? Something's posted there.
Can't make it out from here. I move forward for a closer look. What is this? All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm able to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree. They're all
these photos. The nails in the eyes?
It's just as Christie said.
Maybe there were all the perpetrators.
For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this?
Hey, all the people in these pictures, are they all men?
Christie's mutters are just loud enough to hear. Well, I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, it looks like it. All the subjects are men. This is clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. Well, what's wrong? Nothing. It's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out.
What's there though?
You grab the tape that's wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. It looks like an audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette.
Okay, is there?
Take out the instant.
Wait, what? Then where did you say I was supposed to take a look at? Oh, that's here.
Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting the light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk.
Are you thinking about climbing the tree?
There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up it, so...
This is just between us, but I wait.
She whispers in my ear. Okay, that's off the table.
As a partner? I refuse. There's no way I can climb that.
Looks like that's not going to work.
I climbed a tree myself.
Take a deep breath and jump at it through. Struggle to reach for a while and manage to touch a branch until you crash to the ground with a spectacular thud.
Wow. Told you. Forget it for now.
Give up and back away.
Well, not right now, probably. But you know what? Let's take a look around a little bit more so we can find something that can give us a little boost, you know? Yo, Hufeneto. What's with these spams? You know what? I think I'm gonna... Let me just go do something about these. Hey. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to remove kick comments for now. But hey, then again, kick is like really hard to break through. But for now, yeah.
Can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see the dog up the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel intense hostility directed toward me. What do we do? Something's coming. Vincent Christie speaks. The growling grows distinctly quieter. Except it doesn't look like it'll let us through. Let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past.
Alright. Well, I can't do anything about that. Not right now, anyway. So all we can do is just turn around, go back here, and try and find a way to get to it. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to Kuja Mansion and switch to Eita Nakamatsu. And then he's gonna help us, you know, go to... Yeah. Wait, but if that's the case, why not just, you know, boost my partner up? I don't think that's possible. Of course. Huh?
Why don't you try to get up on me? Get up on you. I mean, you can stand on me.
To get you higher up.
I didn't think of that. You don't mind?
I'm always down on the ground taking pictures and stuff. Don't worry about it. Climb on.
Okay.
Well, try to, like, go from the sides, right? That would be much better. Going from the sides and boosting him up so that if he falls down, you won't like get scratched by the nails.
I remove my shoes and climb on his shoulders. I'm ready. He staggers but manages to stand up. I feel like I'm one of the trees now.
So, can you reach it? Just a little bit more to the right. Okay, almost got it. Whoa.
As I reach out with my hand, Eita loses his balance. We both crash to the ground.
Are you okay? No problem. I'm fine. So, did you get it?
Yeah. I show Eita what's in my hand. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches.
Got dog collar.
Hmm?
Is that a collar?
Makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to the dog?
Who threw it away here? Why would anyone do that?
Yeah. As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription inside the collar.
Enta.
How were you supposed to pronounce that?
New info was added to the spirit file. We got one. We got it. We got an item. Let's take a look at what it was. It's a dog collar with... Oh, it's... I don't know what that is. It's probably like... What is it? Save. Can we go forward? See that dog at the gate?
This is bad. I don't know what's going on, but I just feel some crazy bad vibes.
Eita looks at me for help. I remember the photos. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what that has to do with the dog. But if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, and Eita and I continue forward, consider my options.
Turn back. Alright. Just to be safe, I'm not going with Eita. And so, I'm going back to Kujo Mansion and partner back up with Christy Aremura. Alright. Record, save, and forward. Somewhere was making it, but it seems to be watching me. Dog at the gate. Alright, yes. Show the collar.
Got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog's likely tied to this collar. I face the general area. The barking's coming. Show the collar.
God, it really is like freaky.
The dog appears so you can guess it.
Whoa!
Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me.
Live or die.
And I try to quickly jump away. I hear Christy call out to me.
Oh my god, just ignore it.
But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding.
Stand still. Safe.
The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting. I'm just standing still. It shuffles back on its arm and prepares to attack again. There's its teeth and growls.
Turn back to it.
Break my gaze and turn back to it. Pretend not to hear it threaten. Roll growls for a while until it abruptly stops.
Yeah!
The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. That collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it says Lenta. What should I call
Santa. Is it?
Santa muttered the name. The dog perked his ears. Say it again, this time more clearly. Then,
No, I'm dead. Darn it.
the dog fixes his gaze on him. Its glare is strangely piercing.
Darn it. Alright. Another one to the books. The death counter is. Ooh. The death counter is 1 and death. Decide again, of course, of course. Stand still. Turn back. Genta. Third time's the charm, you know.
Genta muttered the name. It's here to say it again, but this time with clearly. Then,
Oh! Oh, yes. Yes. Yes.
the dog turns around and quietly slinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death.
I survived. Sometimes there's like best 2 out of 3, and sometimes you get the third one. You have to do like it like perfectly, just like this one. 'Cause darn.
Pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply.
Are you alright?
Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. The words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. The dog. Maybe super...
You think it's not? It may be supernatural. You don't think that it is, because it's got like a weird face.
I hope it doesn't attack again.
I'd like to think it won't. It found what it was looking for, it seems, so we'll be fine, right? I remember now. It's Hanayome's dog. It's Hanayome's dog. Genta.
You're right.
Yes, darn right, I am right. It is Genta. All right. Well, it's all coming together. You're gonna reunite the two. Okay, well, this is an act of revenge. It's not self-inflicted. It's not supposed to be self-inflicted. It's like an act of revenge, metaphorically speaking. I hate men, so
Sound like a rope cracks above my head. Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread.
no, it can't be corpses.
Christy gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them.
They're mannequins.
They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store.
So so Hanayomi's been stealing mannequins?
Obviously, dolls can commit self-unalivement. Is this someone's idea of a prank, or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins.
Right. Yes, I know.
Chrissy lies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me.
Onto you? What do you mean the shaky hand gripping onto you? Oh, just Christy, okay.
Dolls swing unceasingly from their ropes, even though there's no breeze.
You may think that.
A male doll is hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. Grabbing onto it, I stopped from swaying. I opened the hand to see what's inside.
Burnout talisman. That's good. Soul power. Alright. Well, time to continue on. Move on. Yeah. Also, based on what I've seen so oh, shit. It just shot the splash art again on my face. My heart. There's again.
It's that dog from before. It starts digging the dirt right in front of us.
So it trusts us. It trusts us. That's good. I'm really happy.
After a few moments, it disappears like mist.
Guys, what's so funny, huh, Brother Zen? Huh? It was moving oddly. I wonder if something is buried over there.
Let's take a look.
Alright.
Place the dog was digging. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. Huh? The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand.
What? You going to dig up the dirt?
I don't think we'll need any tools. Please.
I guess I don't have a choice. This'll be hell on my heck on my nails.
In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. Could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted, I looked down on what we dug up.
It's a man's body.
What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old.
That's why I didn't want to do this. Digging up dirt like that.
Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us, reacts calmly. Just then I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible.
I killed them all. Once assaulted you. Now you rest in peace. I needed to be done, or I die here. Suppose you pass away. You saw one is in heaven.
Note ends there.
Okay, so basically, the fiance took revenge, and that's why they were never seen again. Which is like, you know, kind of poetic in its own way. But you're still pretty dead, pretty yeah.
Can understand that part, but
She looks at the cassette tapes.
what are these tapes about?
They look at the remains, as if asking them the question. Of course, it's not going to reply. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind.
What is it now?
The last.
The voice falls silent.
The last what?
The last? Wait a second. The last one.
That was what I was asking. What's wrong? They haven't said anything, you know?
It's nothing. Sorry. Just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us.
New info. Unidentified. What do you mean unidentified? It's obviously that guy, the fiance. You know? At least that's what I think. Mark Scarlet. Half an hour left.
Ugh. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shoot, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Christy. Christy. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I think I can, but your voice is distant.
It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Christy and run. The spirit is closing in on us.
Okay, all we need to do is listen to the cassette tapes. And, yeah. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna chill for a bit because I do feel kind of super overly tense. How's everyone doing, by the way? Hope you guys are having a good time. Although, you know, I feel like pretty limited, in, you know, the best I could do. But yeah, yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. I would love to interact if you guys are willing. But yeah, if you guys are having fun. After this, by the way, after like finishing Death Mark 1, I'm going straight to Death Mark 2. And then after Death Mark 2, I'm probably going to look like, I've been chilling, just chilling, meeting a few. Oh, it's good. Good luck on that, in that meeting, by the way. Because, you know, good luck. But yeah, after finishing Death Mark, I'm going straight to, like, either Death Mark 2 or Spirit Hunter NG. Because I know that, this is like, there's 3 games in the Spirit Hunter franchise so far. Which is, yeah, Death Mark 1, and then Death Mark, Spirit Hunter NG, or NG. Because Spirit Hunter is just Spirit Hunter Death Mark, Spirit Hunter NG, Spirit Hunter Death Mark 2. So yeah, after that I might make a poll whether to go with NG or Death Mark 2. Because NG's kind of like, from what I've seen, is a spin-off or like a standalone kind of deal. And then Death Mark 2 is like obviously the direct sequel to Death Mark 1. Based on the character that I've seen. And aside from that, might go for, as soon as October finishes, I'm going to play Digimon Time Strangers. Or attempt to play Digimon Time Strangers because, you know, I've had this thing with Alan Wake in the previous stream, and I tried to like stream Alan Wake. Unfortunately, it didn't work out so good because, yeah, the GPU wasn't able to handle it. Probably because it needs a little bit of cleaning. Although I'm not entirely sure if I could open up a laptop and break the warranty and stuff like that. Although it's not new, so maybe the warranty has been like, yeah, the warranty's probably expired for so long. But yeah, still, hope you guys are having fun. I'm gonna continue now.
Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. The mansion. I need to go back there for now.
Yeah, listen to the cassette tapes.
I glanced through the rearview mirror at Christy in the back seat. Christy's staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Mata's tape player is laying on his side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. Quickly arrived at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like it took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. If the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make the U-turn.
But then you're back at the forest.
No matter how many times I go back. Why am I here again?
What happened to Christy? Shouldn't you be talking to Christy?
Right, left, keep going straight. I've still returned to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. It's bad. Real bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're still here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Or should I drive?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Can't you tell you by the tail? It's you know that you got eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the place that pops into my head. A highway. It's not that I have to go. Destination is important, as long as it gets me out of this situation. Abruptly turn the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns. Devil was laying in wait for me.
Darn, we're going back. Huh. Gas is back. Back again. Kazo's back. A highway.
In the end, we were back here.
At the place where it all started.
The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling.
A few minutes left. Are you serious?
Head to the phone booth. I've got a test radio cassette player in the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. I pick up the receiver. But the phone immediately goes dead.
Ooh. I can work with that. I can work with that. I think. Anyway, this is the one. This you saw, didn't you? Oh, that's the mouth with an eye inside. Okay. You saw it. Take a picture with the camera.
Quickly grab the instant camera and use the flash. The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth.
There you go. There you go.
Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye the spirit standing there, looking down at me. Menacingly! The camera's battery's dead. What should I do next?
Charm song.
Press the play button. The spirit responds to the song. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next?
Echo ballad.
Spirit responds to the song.
Oh, finally the Mai. Hopefully it doesn't,
They pray in place of person. Spirit responds to the song.
Oh man. The Mai. Isn't that right? Isn't it? Song is finished.
There's a flash of light, a blink, and the spirit is gone.
I serve. Oh! That wasn't the end yet.
I don't sense Hanayome anymore.
Looks like we made it through.
Christy is back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. But mine's still right on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Hanayome was really the ghost of Seiko Hasegawa. I'm not sure how to feel about this.
I hope her fiance's song for her lets her be at peace in heaven.
Oh, welcome, Jumbo Scorpions. Welcome back. Hi. Did I tell you what the Hungry Ghost Festival is? No, you did not. Can you tell me what Hungry Ghost Festival is? Is it like a custom festival? Like, is it like an international thing or like a local thing? Samhain. No, but what is that? Halloween is derived from Samhain. Samhain. And then? But, I'm also like taking a look because I feel so tense from what happened. I was like, okay, I need like cat videos, but then you went in with the Hungry Ghost Festival, and I'm like, Hungry Ghost. Closer to Samhain than Halloween. Oh. Okay. It's a Ghost Festival. Oh, Taoism and Buddhism. Let's see. Veneration of the dead and stuff. Wait, it says here that the Ghost Festival is yes, the spirits from the underworld are permitted to wander, so people leave out offerings. Ooh, very interesting. But it says here the 25th date for Hungry Ghost Festival is September 6th. So how is that close to like Samhain? It says here that Samhain for this year is October 31st and November 1st, and then Days Hungry Ghost Festival was September 5. Oh, Oh, in concept. Well, I mean, there's like Day of the Dead too, right? Where yeah, in Mexico, where it's like the spirits of the living get to like enjoy their time with the with the dead just one day. And there's like lots of foods as well. But instead of that, all the spirits in Hungry Ghost Festival is just like a lot of them like roaming around. But does that include Malevolent? Mm. Huh?
The phone starts ringing out of nowhere.
And why some are more superstitious? Yeah, I mean, you know, they're. Interesting, interesting. So basically, the boomers are the ones that are the most superstitious of the bunch. That's very similar in many cases over in the East Asian area.
It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. And Mark stings with pain.
What is? Very religious, yeah, made impressionable by
What's wrong?
my eyes hurt. Telephone's doing it. Alright. I gotta say, religion pretty different for superstition. You can still be an atheist, but still believe in ghosts, so to speak. Lots of Americans are like that.
Grab the phone and hear a woman breathing. Immediately I try to hang up, but my arm won't move. Sigh,
Soft your little eyes. Yeah. So I guess you could say it's more superstitious people, right? Little eyes. Get eaten. Get eaten.
both the phone outside the booth.
Are you serious? Is Christy dead? She ate her eyes.
Bolt out of the booth. Lapse is a single bloody eyeball staring at me. Search the entire area around the parking lot, but I can't find Christy anywhere. Maybe deep down I'm actually scared of finding the mutilated corpse missing an eyeball.
Eating eyes so extreme it goes to act. I've seen stuff like that a lot. Yeah, are you sure? Darn it, I wanted to save everyone, so I'm gonna have to, like, look it up. Welcome back. My mark's all gone thanks to you, right? The serial killer eats over. No, it's a yokai. It's one of the malevolent spirit. She takes out someone, and you know, if they've been bad people, they, you know, take out, chew. That's the chewing sound.
Bet it didn't get to do much. I've read a ton of comics about exorcism, so I thought I could help. By the way, where's Miss Christie?
You don't mean Hanayome?
I'm sorry.
No, not Miss Christie.
No way. You're not joking?
お待ちしておりました。
Okay. We're not gonna. Did they change the real face for it? I don't think so. It's just really good artists, which I really am applauding the developers of this game, this visual novel, for making really great art. Also, I'm skipping because I am going to, like, reload a save, so I'm gonna reread that. I'm gonna read that when after like reloading. So I'm gonna do just that. Because I really am sad that I let Christy down. Also, look at that. It's Hanayome. Hey, Hanayome. Can I click you? Can I click all this stuff? No. Okay. Well, continue. Also, I really do dislike the fact that this place, this forest, has been the main, has been like the main place for this. You know, for most of this stuff, this has been like the main, location, so to speak. And the things I really don't like, they're just using it as a backdrop for most of what I've seen. This kind of leaves like a sour note with me. Okay, Team Mountain. Team Mountain is where it all began.
Direction of the place that popped into my head. Well, then I have to go. The end, we're back here.
Right. Okay, so basically I just have to redo all of that stuff. Okay, also, I'm going to add another death counter because I did another one to the death counter. Even though I didn't die, I did let Christy die. I just gotta say, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say no. Take a picture, smile for the camera. Because of course she does hate that. Charm song, charm song. Then Echo Beled. Also, like, it is kind of fun, having to do this instead of like the combo thing with the previous two spirits. This is really different. Also, kind of weird. The face is really like super detailed, and then suddenly these two eyes look like kind of doodles. My.
Dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily.
Oh, there was. Ah, okay. So that's why it had to be here, because this is where the dog died. Huh.
Is this where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's wait.
Okay, so you knew that your fiance was waiting on the other side, but you haven't crossed over because you were waiting for the dog. Huh. 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 When was this game made? It was made on 2017. Yeah. And it's called Spirit Hunter Deathmark.
There's a flash of light, a blink, and Spirit is gone.
Survive. There you go. Also, I think that was where you get to know if you've gotten the if you saved everyone. If the yokai was like if the spirit goes on crosses over with white dust instead of red, because earlier it was red and now it's white because it was the good part way. Wow, they did stretch out eyes way before the analog horror genre kept doing it on YouTube. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Mandela Catalog. That was my first like instance of notable. That was the first notable thing that I saw. With the analog horror genre, the Mandela Catalog, and then after that, I was seeing like the back rooms, that Five Nights at Freddy's lookalike, Gemini. Yeah, but yeah, it definitely does look like they beat Deathmark beat them to the punch in terms of like stretched out appearances. Do you know Inland Empire, the movie, is a horror movie, but I felt like it was ahead of its time because it did things modern internet horror did. Oh, Inland Empire. I am very familiar with the title. Okay. Yeah, I was seeing the faces over here. Yeah, it was really creepy, honestly. The movie literally doesn't make. I mean, yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. It's kind of like I didn't edit it for face like that. Probably some compositing. They definitely just stretched it out. I don't know if they did it like did it in a way that it's automated, but they could also do it frame by frame, which is like more time consuming. But at least by then you'd be able to like change it the way that you want it to look like. And I think based on I was scared happens 2 hours through so well, that's good, isn't it? The way that even now that you've after you've watched Inland Empire, you're still remembering it for what it for something notable. Looks like we made it through. Right? I mean, there's like a lot of that for me as well. To the point where I'm like, I was so scared of horror movies because of The Grudge and The Ring. The Japanese Ring, okay? Those two combined, I was like, okay, I don't think I'm cut out for horror movies anymore. Christie's back to normal.
Christie's back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. Mine slipped right on my arm.
Yeah. Hanayomi was really the ghost. Let's go. Know about this.
This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Hanayomi vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog, the song her fiancé wrote for her, helped her be at peace in heaven.
Shall we head out soon?
Yeah.
I thought I did the right call.
Phone's still stringing out of nowhere. Don't stop.
First surreal jump scare too. Basically, the protagonist shoots the antagonist multiple times, and his face changes when you cut back to him. Or the face, it cuts back again. The face becomes like empty blankness with the eyes and mouth just oozing black smokiness. Yeah, that's. I was honestly, whenever I hear Inland Empire, I remember Disco Elysium, another game which I'm really interested in tackling as well. But it's not related at all to the Inland Empire that you're referring to, which is, I'm guessing, like, honestly, I think it's a horror movie. Empire, Inland, definitely. Oh, I see. So you know Disco Elysium, huh? Honestly, I've played like the prologue, the beginning part of that, where he refers to himself as a superstar, and I like that. I like to be a cop superstar. Pick it up.
Hello? The other end of the line is the gentle voice of a woman.
I'm so very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please excuse me.
Was that a wrong number or something? I was a little panicked, but now I relax. Step out of the booth and get into the car with Chrissy.
I think that was her apologizing for, doing all of that. Because at the end of the day, she was helping people find their lost stuff. And as well as, minding her own business. I don't think she's ever killed people for that. And, yeah, in life, she was a victim, so I don't think anything was on her. Because Inland Empire and Disco Elysium is about hunches and gut feelings. Dreams in a waking life, and that's a recurring motif in the movies and the director of Inland Empire make. Ooh, very interesting. So hunches and gut feelings. I was instructed, actually, before I tried to play Disco Elysium, go all in on Shivers as my first playthrough, because honestly, you can have like multiple playthroughs of that and never have the same experience as I've been told. Am I right? Yeah. So I haven't actually finished the game, but when I play it, I'm going to go from the start, and I'll go with Shivers first, and then after that, let's go with Inland Empire. Mulholland Drive and Twin Peaks are better ways to get into his movies. Twin Peaks, he made Twin Peaks. Who is that? Are you serious? Inland Empire. David Lynch, there you go. Yeah, I remember him. May you rest in peace, Mr. David Lynch. You're a great guy. You made great movies. Mark's all gone, thanks to you, right?
Too much.
I'll let them know what happened. You go report everything to Mary.
お待ちしておりました。
50% of his input, and this co-director Mark Frost is responsible for the half of all create. Well then, I guess it's a duo. Yeah. In Twin Peaks. Honestly, I haven't watched Twin Peaks properly, but I do want to watch it. It's just that I can't get into it. I even tried watching like X-Files, and it's like it's probably just bothered that people never credit the co-director. Yeah, that's definitely it. Cause, and man, not even the writers. I mean, they're the ones who like, do the dialogue, right, and how the story goes. And also, yeah, Mark Frost. And also the actors. So the whole crew is expected to have the credit. Credit where credit's due, you know? Yeah. Which is really sweet if you think about it. Because after all, when you're working on a movie or a set or a show, everyone pitches in. We're all a family there. I remember the foot of this. Oh, David Lynch is a nasally guy, so they just wanted to be accurate, right? It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations. Though it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished.
I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward.
Hey, mister. Matey and I were looking through the other files in the garage. We found this.
Suzu hands me a file that says H Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here.
Oh, interesting. Let's read it right now.
Most of it is about how H Shrine was built in its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now isn't here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago.
We're back to square one.
Some pages are about H Shrine's Goshintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. This shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called Nenjibutsu. The Nenjibutsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K Miyamachi North Road in each city. It's a back street.
Backstreet Boys!
That, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman is walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Beware of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down the dimly lit back street.
Backstreet's back, alright!
But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged. Then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows that hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back, but the woman was gone.
Statues were stolen 50 years ago. So it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something.
I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from each shrine were. Now there's an unexpected lead, but a strange coincidence.
If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at each shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark.
Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into at least.
Alright, you can have this too. Some info on Miss Seiko's case we found after you left earlier. Please read them if you want. It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to see my dad too.
You need to go somewhere to see him?
Mom and Dad got divorced.
Oh.
Yeah. Mom decided she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples in a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that, and she started seeing some other lady.
I understand. You don't have to say more. Guess Susie's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young.
I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon to forget him. That's why I wanted to ask Hanayome where Dad is.
I see. Hope you get to see him.
Me too. Okay, good night. What a kind girl.
I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much.
He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious. That one thing is clear.
I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out of there after all. So if something had happened to her, it just... Hey, are you alright? I'm so glad she's okay.
The hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. You should head to bed for the day. I'm sure you're tired, right?
Yeah, thanks. Good night.
Hey, good night, you lovable goof. I don't think he's really that bad, honestly. Kind of suspicious at first, I have to admit, but I don't think that he intends to do anything harmful, you know. I'm heading to bed soon myself. Mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight.
There's no reason for you to stay any longer.
You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here.
You said it.
But I'm grateful for all this too. What do you mean 9 lives? Yeah, well, yeah, you are right. 9 lives isn't enough. Apparently, I've had 15 lives, and all of them... Give me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by spirit, it'd be in that forest right about now.
Christy's smile turns wry.
Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Good night. Now then, Lord McKee, please find me when you are ready. Farewell. Alright. New info. Excuse me. Alright. Charm song, Genta. Let's recap. Okay, the garage shelves contain files on accidents and crimes within H City. From decades old to just a few years ago. Oops, sorry about that. We all search through them and find a case with a victim named Seiko Hasegawa, person mentioned in the note. The details of her case are sickening. The victim was abducted by a group as she was walking her dog in the forest while waiting her wedding day. But that's not all. The culprits photographed the assault and blackmailed her fiancé with the photos for money. A few days later, all the stress caused her to end it all. Her fiancé went missing afterward, with people believing he also committed the blank. Christie investigated the case back then. She says the fiancé was a famous musician. To Seiko, I'll dispel all your heartache. Those words bother me, but there's something else too, and that's the fact that the culprits also went missing after she died. This ghastly case is still unable to gain full closure. The phone box that guided us to the case, the fact that the woman who herself wore a wedding dress, the connections to the forest by H. Castle. The other marked bears won't like it, but we need to go back to the forest. But why am I so sure of that? Upon our return to the forest, a strange dog appears. It growls at us before disappearing into the western thicket. Christie says that the place she checked in the past was in the west also. Still, the dog didn't look natural. I suppose it's a good sign, since we were chasing after a spirit. The mark warns that time is short. We have to hurry. On the west side of the forest, we find a tree covered in strange photos of men. They all have large nails driven deep into their eyes. They're likely all dead. Is it some kind of warning that men will be killed? I spot something when I look up into the tree. It's hard to get down, but it turns out to be a dog collar. Does it belong to the dog we saw at the entrance? That article in Seiko we found in the garage said the body of her pet dog was found in the forest. Was it killed chasing after the culprits? It seems she even brought it on her trip to Greece with her fiancé right before she was abducted. It looks like the dog's name is on the collar, but how do you pronounce that? Doesn't look like English. In the bushes below the tree, I find a dirty instant camera. The back reads, "Take a picture," flash included. That voice then whispers to me again, "To see is to perceive light. Light, things that emit light. The camera. I bet Seiko Hasegawa detested that light. That's why she recoiled when I took a picture of the booth. I found a skeleton buried in the ground with a torn cassette tapes. Strangely enough, the contents of the note match up with the rumors of the fiancé's death and what was in the other note. This is just a guess, but if I'm right, the songs in these tapes probably contain his thoughts and feelings. If the corpse is her fiancé, then the tapes may have songs he made, or ones that are meaningful to them. So then, what was the whisper of the last trying to tell me? Did he want his fiancée to hear the last song? The dog that guided us is definitely the ruined form of their beloved pet. If I can manage to connect all this together when I face Hanayome, it might have all started with the lingering grudge caused by that tragic event. Hanayome was likely Seiko Hasegawa. She became a spirit obsessed with eyes in imitation of her fiancé's revenge. Their dog turned into that thing in an effort to save them. Oh, even in death, a loyal dog is a loyal dog. I'm getting teary-eyed just from reading it. Ooh, very cool dog. I love you, Genta. You're such a good boy. Her fiancé was a musician known as YMN back then. He made a name for himself by cross-mixing genres into his music, from rock and pop to classical and techno. Around the time of the incident, he had been working on a new album. The last song on it was My Holy, and dedicated to his fiancée. But in the end, the album was published without that final track. The song on your fiancé's love finally reached Seiko. I'd like to think it's because of us and Genta. I hope their tragic tale has finally come to a close, but some things still don't add up. How did Hanayome suddenly get the power to bestow the mark? The answer might lie with the Buddha statue stolen from a shrine. The files in the garage mentioned the Buddha statues were stolen from a shrine 50 years ago, right during the period of chaos following the end of the war. Is there a connection? What's more, a year-old interview says someone witnessed a woman in white carrying a headless Buddha statue on the street called Manhole Road. Maybe I should look into that next. And we will look into that next time. But for now, I think that's all for the stream. As I've said before, I'm only streaming per chapter, and this feels like the shortest chapter yet. Nevertheless, it was really fun. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate the views that you guys are giving me, and I appreciate the company that you have been, Brother Zin, Jumbo Scorpions, and all the other bots that commented on Kick. Thank you, even though you guys are like nothing there. But yeah, once again, thank you, and as always, I will see you in the next time. Bye bye. Also, have a great morning, night.